Hello, my name is Luna, and you're watching Sulin Mystic. And today I'm giving you a love reading. We're doing something romantical today. And so I'm probably gonna do my little, not probably, I'm gonna do a little song shuffle. Maybe I'll do it in the beginning. I'm not gonna play the song because copyright, you know how YouTube can get. But what I will do is show you the song based off of that person and how they're feeling about you. And yeah, we're obviously gonna get into your person's feelings. I'm gonna get into your feelings. I'm gonna get into the current situation, and I'm gonna give you some advice and even pull out some oracles based off how they're feeling and their thoughts about you and maybe your thoughts about them. I don't know. But let's get into it, okay? So let's start off. What is the collective's person thinking about them at this moment? Oh, we got Touch Me by Victoria Monet. I'm gonna look up the lyrics. I have thin walls, so if you can hear that, that's my mom's TV right now. But yeah, Touch Me by Victoria Monet. Went from hands on the wheel to hands on my thigh to hands on my body in the back of the Porsche. I'm in love with your fingertips. I reminisce places you kiss. Girl, it's been too long. Ooh. And when you rock them short nails, that's low-key sentimental. Now keep them cut, though, so there ain't no incidentals. Ooh. And I love them tattoos. I still gotta learn them all. Tell me when you're gonna make them writing, make them the writings on my wall, and touch me, feel me, get to know me inside. If you love me, show me. Touch me, feel me, get to know me inside. If you love me, show me. Dang. Show me. Had a feeling we would take it this far. When you kissed me in your car, went from me under you to you under me. Slow jams on repeat, so I think I'm in love. Oh my gosh. So somebody's feeling very sentimental about you. I'm glad this went out in a good way, because when I tell you, I have so many songs that even have edit audios, like 30-second edit audios on here. So when I tell you, a random song about like grilled cheese could have played, bro. So that's what I be saying. I feel like y'all, like when y'all want like a quick little divination and you don't have tarot cards and you just want to play a little fun, little silly little game, go into like a miscellaneous playlist. Even if you don't have one yourself, even go on Spotify or YouTube, just go to a random miscellaneous playlist. It could even be like an R&B playlist, because there's R&B songs with so many different vibes, lyrics wise. Still gonna be R&B, but you make a playlist that's miscellaneous and has like over 1,000 songs or like 500 songs, and you shuffle multiple times. I usually do three. I like three. I like 3, 6, and 9. Those are my nice little numbers, because I just feel like there's so much magic in them. And I'm telling you, it's very accurate for me. So I think that if you guys want to do that, please. Okay, so let's go. What's the next one for you? We got Shut Up and Drive. This is the edit audio. I've been looking for a driver who's qualified. So if you think that you're the one, step into my ride. I'm a fine-tuned supersonic speed machine. Got a sunroof top and a gangsta lean. So if you feel me, let me know. No. Come on now, what you waiting for? My engine's ready to explode. So start me up and watch me go, go, go. Get you where you want to go, if you know what I mean. Got a ride that's smoother than a limousine. Can you handle the curves? Can you run all the lights? If you can, baby boy, then we can go all night. Because I'm 0 to 60 in 3.5. Baby, you got the keys. Now shut up and drive. So this person is very much so feeling like they want to be intimate with you. If you could not tell from those two songs, we're going to do one more. I usually like doing in threes. Okay, let's do 1, 2 on the third one, please. Okay, we got Track 10 by Charlie XCX. I don't even pay attention to the lyrics of this song. Every time you get too close, I run away. And every time you say the words, I don't know what to say. Back to the beginning. Really wish that I could change. I do. Every time you get close, I run away. And every time you say the words, I don't know what to say. I blame it on your love every time I F it up. I blame it on your love. I do. I blame it on your love. I can't help it. I can't stop. I blame it on your love. I do. Sorry, I'm a little scared, but no one ever really cared. I took you for granted, just a big misunderstanding. I just want to spend the night, F in your bed tonight. Watch a little TV. I love it when you need me. Someone's feeling very desperate for you right now, collective. I don't know what to say, y'all. But, so, the vibe is that this person might have done something to screw up your connection. And I just think that right now they're trying to do something sexual to cope with that. Okay, what's going on with this person's collective? What's going on with this collective's person? We got the Queen of Stakes. Okay, this person is clearly very, very attractive to you. There might be some stepping out on you, though. Y'all might be on a break, though. This person's also attractive, so I feel like y'all are an attractive pair of people. The fact that we got both of these. I feel like right now, it's giving with this collective, it's a very... It feels kind of surface level, the connection. So this might not even be like your person. This might be someone that you're seeing, but not necessarily someone that you're serious with. And if you are serious, I can't say that you guys have a super deep connection. I feel like you guys still need to get to know each other on a certain level. And you guys might both be dating other people. I definitely see another masculine, I'll say that. And this might not even be someone that you might be into. It could be you have one person that you get frisky with, and then there's the one person that's like more of a friend. But it's like you guys connect on an emotional level, but you don't necessarily want that person, but you're dealing with them because you know that this other person ain't gonna commit. Or if they are committed, they're like avoidant or like emotionally distant. I feel like you guys are just waiting. I feel like you're waiting for like this forever moment, this happily ever after, this moment where you reap this sort of reward for sticking it through this circumstance. And I just feel like you guys are searching for this reward. But I feel like the outcome is just... I feel like it's a cycle, a heartbreak a little bit. You know, you get your heart broken, you're waiting for more. You're waiting for a real commitment or for them to settle down with you, to not want anybody else. And then they come and they do the same thing. They're only with you for physical reasons, even if they're in a relationship with you. They're with you because you look good. I just don't see this being a very fulfilling connection, a very deep connection. This person's very lonely. They're very lonely, and they just want to have fun. They just want to go out, have fun, have a good time, and they're very slow with the commitment. It's like they do see a little happily ever after, but they're just so emotionally constipated that they refuse to do anything about it. They're so stuck in this childish behavior. They're stuck on being childish that they can't settle down, because they might want to. They want to settle down, and you can't force them. That's the craziest part about it. You really can't force them. Because a lot of times you're going to be sitting here thinking like, oh, well, I'll just like do, no, girl, no. You can do the spells. You're going to be doing the spells forever though. You're going to have to constantly wonder, am I slipping? Is this person going to leave me? Am I going to one day not be this person's type? What happens then? What else? Because I feel like there might be a second collective here. I don't think this is for all the collective. I don't even know. Okay. So for the second part of collective, what's going on with them and their person? And don't try to slip at this second collective if the second collective sound better, y'all. You know what's meant for you, because all you're going to do is, you might try to do it to make you feel better in the moment, but then what's going to happen is if that's not your situation, you're going to delude yourself and you're going to end up in this cycle that's not going to be good for you. So second collective. Second collective, you're trapped in your own head. You don't realize you're a baddie, actually. That's worse. You don't even realize you're a baddie. With the second collective, you don't realize it. I feel like some of y'all might be looking for somebody with a stable job or somebody that got a little change, a little money. But you don't realize you could be aiming for more. I don't think the second collective's in a relationship. I think you guys are trapped in your own heads. You're convincing yourself that you're not beautiful. You're convincing yourself that you're not good enough, that you're not important. You're achieving this sort of internal balance, which is great. But you're so stuck on proving yourself. It feels like you're stuck on proving yourself like you're worthy of somebody spending money on you, of somebody taking you on dates. You're worthy of being this person that's considered. But it's so much more than that. You're even more than even that. You are so much more than that, girl or guy. Person. You're so much more than that. Even that. Because mentally, you're in this mental imprisonment that's convincing you you are going to be in this negative place forever. You're going to be single forever. You're going to always be working on shadow work forever. Girl, you're not. I say girl in a gender neutral way. I don't know. It's just a part of my vernacular now. I hang around mostly women. So I say girl a lot. So if you're a guy or you're masculine, please don't take it the wrong way. I know you guys are there. I know you masculines are there. I like my masculines too. I just say that because it just happens. But y'all need to understand you're still attractive. And obviously beauty is so much deeper than your skin, than what you look like to other people. These are the people that ain't realizing you that person because they are stupid. They don't realize who you are because they're stupid. They're dumb. You're looking for all of these little childish pages. Fuck a page. You know, I'm trying not to curse, but fuck a page. Why go for a page when you could get you an emperor? It reminds me, I've been watching a lot of these Chinese short dramas lately. Short little web dramas. And so these girls will be like the emperor's daughter or the empress or just like the general's daughter. And she'll be like super duper wealthy. And then she'll start taking care of this guy. And it's not like she just starts out of nowhere and it's just like some guy. She grows up with this guy. But he ends up liking another girl because he thinks that the other girl's more innocent and sweet and she needs to be protected. And usually she's like a concubine's daughter or she's like a poor person's daughter. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But usually it's a scheming girl. It's not like she's a sweet girl and she just so happens to come from those conditions. She's a terrible person. 9 times out of 10, she's a terrible person, a gold digger, and she's going out of her way to go for that person. There's plenty of other wealthy men that would want her, but she has to go after that guy because he's the one that wants the empress. And so she's like, well, if the empress wants him or the emperor's daughter want him, he must be a really good guy. And so she goes for him thinking that he's this really good guy. Turns out This man is always stupid because he doesn't even realize the Empress is out here paying for his bills, his rent, his jewelry, his everything. And so you're out here, you might even be wanting someone to take care of you in a certain sense, or you want someone to be there for you in a certain sense. But you're looking towards people that are pages. You're looking towards childish people, young people, people that do not have their stuff together. Even if they're good people, they're people that do not have it together. They're going to weigh you down. You need to be looking within. You need to stop looking for freaking validation from people who aren't even on your level. Because these people don't even have it together themselves. Stop sitting up late at night, like, listening to music, watching these movies, looking at these TikToks of these people crying about not being good enough because it's making you think that you're not good enough too. You need to stop looking at these people who are talking about how none of us are good enough because they feel like everyone's getting cheated on. No, everyone's not getting cheated on. Those people are getting cheated on. There are people in healthy relationships right now. Not every man's a cheater. Not every woman's a cheater. Not every person's a freaking cheater. The generation isn't screwed up. You're just going towards people who are immature, mentally, spiritually, physically. You're being vain and superficial and materialistic. That's why you think everyone's a cheater or everyone's freaking screwed up. And the dating scene, everyone's not screwed up. The dating scene has always been preposterous to some people. I'm just saying, you go back and watch movies from the 90s and stuff like that. The girls there are complaining about how men aren't crap. You go back to the 70s, men aren't crap. You go back to the 50s, men aren't crap. You go freaking to the silent films, the women are gonna be, and then the words, men are crap. I'm telling you, it's not a whole factor of every man is crap. It's a factor of if you only look at men that just have this specific appearance, and you are so wrapped up in having a specific type. You're so wrapped up in having this what you think denotes a wealthy person, what you think denotes a good person. You're missing out on good opportunities. That's not saying settle. Looking for a provider doesn't mean looking for the richest person. It means looking for somebody that wants to give you something. That means even if they're making 80K, they're going to find a way to spend money on you and your family. They're going to find a way to build a family with you. They're not going to keep on spending their money on freaking swords from Anime Con and video games and random stupid things while buying you $2 presents from freaking like those toy vending machines. They're gonna give you real things. They're going to take care of themselves and do things that they enjoy, but also make sure that you're taken care of because they care about you. So stop looking for pages and stop crying over pages and start being joyous and happy. Start being joyous and happy over real things already taking place in your life. So, second collective is low-key giving y'all are insecure, or at the very least, y'all have been losing yourself a little bit, and I need to help you find it. I'm gonna try to blend the two collectives together, but not really. Anyways, so lastly, I feel like a lot of y'all are working on your money too. You're working on saving your coins. You're working on saving your coins, your time, spending it on people that matter. Like, y'all are just queens overall. Like, I'm really talking to a feminine collective for real. So, the queen that's beautiful, the queen that's intelligent, the queen that's grounded and wealthy and abundant. And you're gonna have people trying to pull you down to their level. Does that mean that you gotta go there? No. Someone want to be petty? Let them be petty by themselves. They're going to be wasting their own time. Okay. So now that I did that, let's go into advice. I'm going to, since I kind of low-key separated y'all into 2 separate collectives, I'm going to pull out 2 cards for each collective. How does that sound? Collective 1. I think with the both collective stuff, the similar thing I'm seeing is, I think you ladies, I think you people are both insecure. I don't think you guys fully realize your worth. But you don't have to be preposterous. Some people see the worth thing and they see the people that are psychotic about it. And they'll even talk about Sheer 7. My thing is, Sheer 7 isn't telling you to be freaking insane. She doesn't tell you to go after millionaires. She tells you to go after providers. I wouldn't necessarily use her for love advice. I use her for financial advice. If you are someone that does not necessarily care about having a marriage filled with love and you just want something filled with stability, that's where you go. But she gives you solid love advice too. She gives you solid advice. She's not telling you you have to go for the man that's making millions. You can still go for a person that's making 6 figures or even 80K. Like I said earlier, a man that's making 70, 80K can still find ways to make you feel special and important. Plenty of ways to make you feel special and important, and not just on Valentine's Day or your anniversary. I'm talking more than your birthday and Christmas. I'm talking a person who will take you out on dates even when you have kids, on a regular Friday, a regular Thursday. I'm talking somebody that will plan vacations just for you guys. A romantic, a lovely vacation for husband and wife, wife and wife, husband and husband. For you guys to go to the Poconos and spend a few days there. Everything doesn't have to be overly extravagant. And you don't have to go on vacation every week. You can go on like 2 to 3 vacations per year. You can go on a family vacay and 2 vacays just for the husband and wife, or the wife and a wife, or the husband and husband. You can go on vacays just for you guys to love each other. It doesn't have to be this crazy thing. You don't have to go on vacay every single month, and every vacay doesn't have to be out of the country. Every vacay doesn't even have to be out of the city. You can go on a vacay and just drive 30 minutes away to a freaking bed and breakfast or a freaking hotel, just so that way you can say you went somewhere. I'm just saying, everything doesn't have to be crazy. Everyone thinks that everything has to be so insane. You can give jewelry. The jewelry doesn't have to be $5,000. You can give you can buy a freaking $100 bracelet, a $50 bracelet. And as long as it's special and important, that's what matters. Okay, so for collective 1, the one that's being cheated on, my bad, but that's what's going on. At least the person that's experiencing a sort of, I won't say cheated on, the person that's experiencing the avoidance, I would say. Where'd my little booklet go? I'm sorry. We're gonna freestyle. Okay. I don't even know where the booklet went. Okay. So we have the lost compass, getting back to integrity, and fool's embrace, transmuting pain. Does this not, like, just based off of those little things, does this not give the vibes of like what I was talking about though? Kind of. So getting back to integrity, this is, to me, that card in relation to what I was talking about earlier. You don't have to force that person to be honest and real. You can just leave them where they are. You don't need to play them at their own games to try and get them to behave. What you can do is decide, I'm not worth this BS. I'm so much more than this. You don't have to play them at their own game. You don't have to sleep with their brother and their cousin. You can just abandon them, because a lot of these people have abandonment issues. That's why they're avoidant. That right there is enough of revenge. You choosing yourself first and abandoning them. Because a lot of these people, honestly think that you're desperate, and they don't think that you'll abandon them because they think that by abandoning you first, you're going to always be chasing them. Throw them off their game and convince them otherwise, okay? So get back to yourself, get back to your roots, get back to that childlike version of you that believed everything and everyone was good. Because not everyone, like I said earlier, not everyone's cheating, not everyone's doing all this nasty stuff. Some people are genuinely loving, kind, honest people, and you guys are looking for each other. So stop wasting your time with people that aren't what you want and look for what you actually want, okay? And then right here, fools embrace transmuting pain. You don't have to feel guilty for falling in love and for trusting someone that was supposed to be honest. That person, that person's job was to be honest and real with you. That person's job was to do that. And of course, if you guys weren't together and you guys were just involved physically, they don't have to tell you about everything they're doing, but they shouldn't lie to you if they are seeing other people and you ask them and they say no. If they don't want anything serious ever, they need to be honest and open about that. And you're not a fool, you're not a loser for believing them. And let's just say the fool in a lot of spiritual contexts is not just about being overly naive. Many times the fool is also that childlike feeling as well, that very open to newness, open to greater things. So let's get to that place, okay? And let's transmute this pain. You know, some of you guys can get into alchemy. Try and get into that a little bit and figure out what that is. I can't really give any recommendations for books yet because I'm still slowly getting into it myself. But what I can say is just do your research about transmutation and alchemy. Don't just do things. Please do much, much, much more research before you touch anything regarding alchemy, anything regarding, you know, reality shifting and bending, and regarding witchcraft. Please look into it. But there's a whole world of this. But just know, when it comes to transmuting pain, I talked about this in another reading, but you can really turn a lot of your pain into money, into love, into beauty. When you give a lot of your energy and your power away to other people, you're giving them the chance to take that power for themselves and make themselves better using your pain. What's 10 times better than doing that is taking your own pain and even a little bit of theirs and transmuting it into joy for yourself, love for yourself, beauty for yourself. When you're crying, screaming, begging the universe, you could switch gears. Use that pain, those tears, your clenched fist, and look up into the sky and say, this is temporary. This feeling is temporary. This time next year, I will be happily in love in a healthy relationship with someone who respects me, values me, cares for me, and treats me amazingly. Just do that. And second collective, you know, I didn't get so much for your love life, your love life when talking about your tarot, but I did get more about your self-love journey and how you should value yourself as a person and let go of things and people that do not understand you and value you. And so we have deep diver, diving into a task. And we also have winter's dream, gestation period. It's funny because right now it's winter. You guys might be going through a winter training arc right about now. You guys might be going through a winter training arc or some kind of I don't know. You might be trying to get your summer body. Just work on glowing up internally and externally as time goes by. Work on bettering yourself. And understand, winter is not a time period where the world ends. Winter is not a time period where life isn't worth living. Winter is simply just a resting period for the earth, or at least that section of the earth, before the seeds fall in and the sprouts grow and the flowers bloom. You are a flower that is in a resting place right now. Right now, you're underneath the ground, waiting for your time to shine, waiting to sprout, waiting to bloom. So take advantage of this period of time and work on yourself and rest. Don't overdo it. I understand it's the new year. You want to prove yourself. You want to prove that you're worthy. You want to prove that you're this, that, and the fourth. Don't just treat yourself like a project. You are a person. You're not a machine. Rest when you need to rest and work when you feel inspired. That's what I feel for you, Second Collective. And diving deep into a task, I feel like both of these, I just kind of just went over both of them. But definitely dive deep into yourself. Dive deep into you. You are someone that is special and important. You don't need validation from others. And I keep saying that, but it's something you clearly need to hear. You don't need validation from others. You are beautiful. You are special. You are important. You are love. You are everything. Some of you guys might need to really take a dip into the water, go swimming, take a long, sensual bath, sit by a river or ocean, or run your hands underneath some water, under a sink. But be within water. Affirm when you're in that water. You can affirm for cleansing, or you can bring more things into your life. You can protect yourself. Use the water as a way to create a new shield over yourself. But regardless, say some affirmations or play some music or play some subliminals. I have some on my page if you would like to check those out. More coming soon, of course. But please just value yourself. Value yourself, love yourself, care for yourself. You're worth more than somebody's attention. You're worth more than people's approval. And one of these days you will bloom. And when you bloom, you're going to be the most beautiful, big flower there. And you won't be worried about how many flowers in the field have prettier petals than you, and what flowers are receiving bees that are taking their pollen. You're not going to be thinking about that. You're going to be thinking about how you finally bloomed for once. And that's what you should be thinking about. Your era. And so, yeah, we're going to get into next period. Go ahead and think of a yes or no question. I'm not going to do it right now. Right now, I'm going to go into your more love messages. This tends to always be my favorite part when watching a reading or doing a reading. It's just kind of fun. So when I do these messages, I'm not going to separate it into two collectives. I'm just going to pull out the messages, and you will know which ones are for you and which ones are not. Because some people are probably going to be part of both collectives, where your message is just simply to love yourself. Where simply your message is just to love yourself. I'm going to have to make this quick, though, because my batteries are running low. Okay. So what does this collective need to know about their person? What does their person feel about them or think about them? Because Because let's be honest, even though this reading might not apply to everyone, some of you, this reading is not even necessarily that your person is just not for you. It might just simply be you need to put yourself on the pedestal and take them off. So if you've been watching, you're just like, I don't relate. This person thinks you're gorgeous. As I said, gorgeous and handsome. But, of course, you can click off and wait for the next love reading. But just know, in general, the main message is just simply value yourself more. I don't even think it's important what this person feels or thinks about you at this point. Because what we've seen thus far is they got a lot going on. And you need to be the person to pedestalize yourself. So what is this person's collective? Hold up. What does this collective's person think about them? Okay. No me quiero más. Oh my gosh, that's so American-like. Okay. So hopefully you can read the lyrics. But I have nothing left but to lose myself in an abyss of sadness and tears. I have nothing left but to accept defeat and wish you happiness. I have nothing left. Your return today would be an impossibility. And this that wasn't love, that today you deny, never happened, is the sweetest memory of my life. Okay. We have Rehab by Brent Faiyaz. Like I said, this person, they're deep in this level of sadness, and I think they're coping with their sadness over what's going on between you guys by being and feeling hypersexual towards you. You really hurt me badly. Focus by her. You're the cutest. I'm so happy to see you. And you don't seem to understand. Okay. And so, yeah. I don't know. I feel like this person, the way that they're feeling about you, they're feeling, what it seems like is, it feels like they definitely have a lot of sexual feelings for you. But I feel like they're hurt. Maybe they're hurt because you don't believe them. Maybe they're hurt because you're the one that doesn't want the relationship. Or maybe they're hurt because, once again, they can't fully express themselves. And it's hurting the both of you in the process. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I really only need friends right now. So, I don't know. I'm really getting situationship final boss from this situation. I really miss you. This person really wants you. They just can't manage a full relationship. I think I did it again. So, in general, they're like, oh, crap. I did it again. We were supposed to just do this thing together. And now we got feelings for each other. Or I have feelings for you. And I'm not supposed to do that. So now I'm just going to leave you alone. Au revoir. So what's some more hidden truths this person's feeling towards this collective? I hid who I really am from you. I hope that you can forgive me. This person really screwed up, y'all. I love you unconditionally. So regardless of what they did to you, they still love you unconditionally, I guess. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. I look for you everywhere. This person is obsessed with you guys. You guys don't even understand, y'all. I love you. Obsessed. I'm so attracted to you. Last message. I remember every detail of that day. So yeah, little did you know, I'm gonna kind of leave this here a little bit just so you can kind of look at it, because I did kind of move a little fast. So read all these messages, because I do talk a little fast sometimes, as I've been told. With the last thing, you were the best thing in my life. I never get that message, by the way, y'all. You were the best thing in my life. That is a rare one to see. I didn't even know that was there. So yeah, just know this person, they want you. They're attracted to you. They love you. They look for you everywhere. They just simply don't have the capacity to give you what you want, what you deserve, actually. And that's why you need to pedestalize yourself. Because whatever they're dealing with, whatever they're working through, simply is not your problem. Even if you kind of want it to be because you want them, it's not your problem. Don't absorb this person's issues and karma because you feel like you want them and you want to be with them. It's just not your problem, girl. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Oh, sorry, I was about to end. My bad, y'all. My bad. I was about to do y'all real dirty. Okay. So, let's see. Okay. Think of a yes or no. Think of 2 yes or no questions. And I'll give you the answer right now. What is the first yes or no question for the collective? Please give me 1 card, please. That was more than 1 card, believe it or not. Okay. Okay. Let's just go for this one. They're both the same answer. It's just slightly different messages. But they're kind of the same, low-key. Okay. So second one. I'm just trying to keep it a secret. Keep it a little mysterious, okay? Okay. I don't know what you guys asked. First answer is yes. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you to pause. I just naturally pause whenever I watch those little yes or no questions. But yes, success, victory, recognition. So I don't know what question you asked, but let's just say it was like, is this person meant to be my person? The answer is yes. Eventually you will get that success you want, that recognition from this person that you want, and this person might be your person. But right now they have a lot going on and you just don't need to be messed up in that and mixed up in their stuff. So let them figure that out, and eventually they're gonna come. Eventually they're gonna come towards you. Now if you're saying, should I move on? Yeah, girl, you need to move on. If you're saying, will I be a pop star one day? Then the answer is yes. So this yes could be a good yes or a bad yes. Not up to me to decide because I don't know what you asked. But just know the answer is yes. Okay, girly pops? Okay. Pause or not. I'm going to flip this over. Okay? All right. Also, yes. So if your question was, is my person's eyes blue? The answer is yes. If your question is this person my person? The answer is yes. If the person is, should I leave this person? The answer is yes. If it's, are they cheating on me? The answer is yes. I hope this answer was what you were looking for. I don't know whether it's positive or negative, but I just hope that it gave you the clarity that you needed to help you go forward. And I'm not going to be like against this person or for this person because I don't know what your relationship is like. Some of you guys could honestly even be apart. Some of you guys could literally be completely at a distance from each other and you're just waiting to see if this person's going to come back. But just know that regardless of what's going on, the answer still remains the same. Whether this person is meant to be in your life, whether or not, they're not supposed to be more important than you. You're not supposed to value this person's opinion of you more than you value your opinion of yourself. This person is not meant to be more than just a guy or a girl in your life. You're meant to be the most attractive person to you. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you're looking at Madison Beer or you're looking at like freaking Ryan Destiny, you're looking at freaking Christine Milian, you're looking at all these gorgeous, gorgeous girls that look like models, and you're just like, I don't look like these girls. I'm not beautiful. You know, like, I don't care. You could be looking at like freaking Jacob Elordi, Michael B. Jordan, you know, I'm trying to think of, I'm really trying to think of people. I don't feed into celebrity culture so much. Only when there's a little bit of drama and I actually like the people enough to find out what it is. But regardless, stop comparing yourself to other people. Who cares what they look like? Who cares if you're 50 pounds more than them? Who cares if your eyes are brown instead of blue if you wanted them to be? Who cares if your nose is bigger, if your lips are smaller, if your hair is darker, your hair is kinkier? Who cares if you're wearing like simple box braids when all the girls on social media are wearing boho? You are special, you're beautiful, and you need to stop making it seem like you're less than just because other people. Cold, my bad, I'm still getting over it. It's the end of it though. Who cares what other people think? You don't have to be the same as other people. You don't have to live the same life. You don't have to prove yourself. And all I gotta say is, whatever person is meant to be your person is going to know that. Okay? Thank you so much. And please catch the next video. Please subscribe. I have subliminals on my page, so please watch those. I have a couple other readings from the past if you can go back to some of those. And I'm gonna be putting out more videos, and I'm gonna be more consistent, and you're gonna see more of me. So if you want to see more of me, please subscribe and turn post notifications on. Okay? Thank you. Bye.